I absolutely have a ton of comments to make, and I think we'll do it in the next episode. Next article, because we're actually going to be talking about who has replaced Mac Ybarra.
Mike.
Mac, Mike, my own name. Jeez, man.
Mike Ibarra. Ibarra. I don't know if that's how you say it. I'm sorry, Mike.
All right, this one's coming. This article is coming from the source. It's coming from Blizzard Entertainment. So the title of the article is introducing Joanna. Is it Faries or Fairies? Because if I'm her, if I'm her, I'm saying Fairies, but I think it's Faries. Or
Faries makes sense because, like, if you think about it English wise, far first three letters,
yes,
ease is the last three.
Yeah,
Faries.
Yeah.
Or again, I don't like English because exactly.
It could be Ferris.
I don't like English because it could be a different pronunciation. But hey, you sound it out and break it down. My 3-year-old brain's like Faries. I don't know.
Wait, dude. I have a Google Translate. Let's see. Listen. Google says fairies. Google says fairies. That's all we need to know. I got to give you the plugin so you can highlight it, right click it, and pronounce it.
True.
So you can do that for everybody on that's just listening. And
right.
Okay. So this article is actually going to be written by the incoming president, Joanna, and it's essentially her announcement that she's taken over the helm. And I looked up a little bit of the bio on her, and I'll fill people in after we read some of this.
I think you made a tweet about it. I could be wrong.
I did.
That's my guy.
I made a tweet about it.
I don't think.
No, it's. And it has entirely to do with her background of where she previously worked for 12 years. So we'll get into that. I don't know if she mentions in this because honestly, that was like 5 years ago for her. Yep. So that's like a lifetime. I wouldn't really mention a job I had 5 years ago. Well, anyways, so the article starts off, or it's really a letter. Stop calling it an article. So the letter goes, "Dear Blizzard." This is to Blizzard employees, by the way, and it's been published on the website. "Dear Blizzard, though my official first day with you all is February 5th, I want to let you know immediately that it is an honor to join you next week in this new capacity. I do so humbly and in awe of all that Blizzard has stood for and delivered to the world for over 30 years. Today also brings some mixed emotions. The loss of talented teammates in recent days is hard to hold side by side with the immense excitement I feel about joining Blizzard and bulking on the momentum you've created for Blizzard's next chapter. I want to thank Matt for the introduction, bring some further clarity to today's announcements, and share some more about how I see our future together at Blizzard. I understand that it is a lot to take in. The news of my appointment may no doubt bring up a range of reactions, questions, and even concerns."
Oh my god.
She knows.
That paragraph. Oh my goodness. Okay.
She knows. Okay. Gotta respect it. I mean, she got in that position for a reason.
Yep.
So Activision Blizzard, Blizzard, and King are decidedly different companies with distinct games, cultures, and communities. It is important to note that Call of Duty's way of waking up in the morning to deliver for players can often differ from the stunning games in Blizzard's realm, each with different gameplay experiences, communities that surround them, and requisite models of success. I've discussed this with the Blizzard leadership team, and I'm walking into this role with sensitivity to those dynamics and deep respect for Blizzard as we begin to explore taking our universe to even higher heights. I am committed to doing everything I can to help Blizzard thrive, with care and consideration for you and for our games, each unique and special in their own right. I'm optimistic about our ability to serve our current and future players' communities, and to further amplify the shared passion for greatness, polish, and creative mastery that is the hallmark of Blizzard's approach to game making. Next week, I will be in Irvine, and I am eager to connect with many of you as many of you as possible. I'll be scheduling informal and totally optional meet and greets where I want to hear more from people across the organization. Those of you who cannot make it to those gatherings aren't located in Irvine, please feel free to email me. We are also planning a town hall meeting to be held in the near future. A few personal facts about me. My number one job in life is raising 2 amazing boys.
Aww.
In addition, gotta get them kudos. You know what I mean, dude? In addition to parenthood, a typical week for me includes finding time for daily yoga and prayer, and of course, play video games. Big Diablo 4 fan over here. Throughout the joy I find in games and working with those who make them only deepens. I remain inspired by Blizzard's iconic legacy and transformative role gaming as played in my life and in lives of others. I cannot wait to get going, to listen, to learn, to empower, and to collaborate with all of you in our bold and bright future together. Together, may we forge many legendary days ahead. Are you laughing hard, dummy?
I can't get over that. I'm just like, oh, that's so adorable. She likes her two boys, right? Like, talk about family. You're just like, yeah, get those kudos in, yeah. Oh, that kills me.
I don't know, man.
Wrong. I mean, it's just
let me. Okay, I gotta address it now, right? Because it's obviously ridiculous. That says more about me. I am jaded because I've seen corporate culture do this. And it's like, bro,
oh man,
I don't know you. You're my CEO. You're my president. Like I respect what you're trying to do in the company, but at the end of the day, man, I'm trying to have a positive work-life balance. I'm trying to make that money and go home and enjoy the rest of my day.
That sentence, dude. That sentence. The news of my appointment may no doubt bring up a range of reactions, questions, and even concerns. See, I don't know the background, so I read that and I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, I just don't know. Like,
buddy, I got you. All right, my doggo is getting all excited right now. I'll give you the breakdown. There are many concerns.
Okay.
First and foremost, mentioning that she loves Diablo 4 is going to upset a lot of Activision Blizzard fans, people that are Diablo fans, because like I'm a casual when it comes to Diablo. I think it's a good game. It's kind of a grind fest. But when you talk to somebody that's like in love with Diablo and plays all the time, they kind of hate it. They think it sucks. They think like you can't progress properly. It's like it's just fundamentally a broken game. And I get that because that's how I feel with Halo. Like I know a lot about Halo. I know what it could be. Oh my gosh!
I don't even hear him, dude. That mic is cutting out so hard. I don't even, like it's cutting out for him. Like you sound great, but then he barks and you just hear.
Dude, he's full-fledged insane.
Tilt. See, he knows the gravity of the situation, Mike. That's all I'm saying.
He's as heated as I am now. So, to try to wrap up the point I want to make is Joanna.
Joanna.
Joanna. Listen, I don't want to be wrong. I want to show her respect because she deserves it. But she spent 12 years at the NFL as basically in business administration stuff. Maybe a little bit of marketing. I don't know the full thing. I can't remember the full thing. But she joined Activision Blizzard in 2018. And in 2020, do you know what started for Call of Duty?
The CDL.
The CDL. The franchise. And
whose idea was that?
It's obviously, I don't know if it's her idea, but obviously they hired her for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
What's the biggest league in the freaking world? The NFL. I know it's really should be soccer or the MLS or something like that. But at the end of the day, it's
DPL, La Liga. Something.
So the problem is that the CDL will never work. It's a franchise league. You have to pay an insane amount of money. The developers keep the money. They don't really distribute it. It's the same thing that happened with the Overwatch League, also run by Activision Blizzard. It's like, I know she had some like say in that too, right? That's why that statement's there. It's like, I know this might be an issue. It might raise complications, have reactions and questions. It's like, no duh, because there hasn't been very many good choices made in terms of esports for Activision Blizzard games.
Yeah.
And that was your last, like, hurrah. Then you went to a general manager role, and now you're overseeing Blizzard? Like, what?
Yeah.
It brings a lot of questions. How does that work?
Yeah, when you put it that way, yeah. How does that work? I could see where the reactions, the questions, or even concerns could apply here after you explain that.
Yeah. Well, in an unrelated note, I did watch a YouTube video about how It's How Money Works is the YouTube channel, and it came out today, the time of the recording, and the title of it was How CEOs Keep Failing Upwards. And it was just about how CEOs who seem to be incompetent are in their roles for 2 to 3 years. They get fired. They get pushed out by board of directors, investors, something like that. And then they get pushed into a new role making more money for a different company.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully this is the change Activision Blizzard needs. And we can give her the benefit of the doubt, but
it's crazy. I mean, my view of Activision Blizzard has changed so drastically over the past few years, just between like all of all the allegations against the company of sexual harassment and whatnot. Like that whole thing happened, and then you have people describing the crunch culture and how bad it is there. I'm sure you've talked about Pirate Software a little bit on the show, but I've been seeing a lot of his shorts, and he was a former employee there, and he described it as there was a lot of crunch, a lot of great people that work there, but a lot of just long hours. That's kind of, especially in testing and stuff like that. It's a lot of long hours. It's hard for me. Like when I see Activision Blizzard, it's like now that I'm where I am now, especially in career and whatnot, I would not want to work for a company like Activision Blizzard because it just seems like diminishing returns and just not enjoyable. No. Granted, you're making great products. Don't get me wrong. I think there's probably, the long hours probably attest to how great some of their games are, but I don't know, man. It's just I just feel like quality of life stuff. It's I just don't know how worth it would be, So, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy to me.
I think what we should at least say is that she's coming in being very optimistic, which you should, and having an open forum where maybe there's some employees there that haven't felt confident enough to talk to leadership about certain problems that they see, or not even problems, just like ideas they want to spitball. It's this could be an opportunity to go talk to the president.
Yeah,
and this could be a real shot for you, I guess a rebrand in a way.
Right.
We'll see how it pans out, really.
Sure. But listen, how fast do you think there's going to be, if things start going awry, how fast do you think until there's a players only meeting of employees are just all right, listen, we need to talk. What's going on here?
Oh man. If it goes that south, I think people just get up and leave.
Probably. I don't know. It probably won't get that bad, but yeah. I don't know. Yeah, you go in with positivity, right? That's the best way to kind of go about things. So I don't know. We'll see.
I would say I'm cautiously optimistic, but
yeah, of course.
I'm not even optimistic, to be honest. I'm just cautious.
That's fair. Yep.
How about this? Don't make it worse, because it's really bad, right? Just don't make it worse.
Yeah, I would agree. That's the goal, right? I don't know. Yeah, after all you described, we'll see. I'm definitely not. I'm more cautious. So we'll say that. Leave it at that. Good luck. Good luck, Joanna. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Congratulations on the promotion, though. This is, it's a great opportunity.
Nice movement,
So, I'm sure that's going to make you more invigorated, and obviously, you're at the helm now. You can do whatever you want.
GG's. And
good luck. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. Seriously. Turn it around.
What's something that needs to be saved? There, I don't know. Is there a game
I think it needs to be saved. Yeah.
I don't know.
Overwatch League's gone. Call of Duty League's about to be gone. Fix it. Thank you for watching the M2 podcast. If you'd like to see the full unedited version of the last episode you just saw, check the description below. Remember to like and subscribe. Take it easy.